Hi, this is Chris Telly, and this is the demo of my application. I started from where I left off in the previous course, and I added some features to the app, basically trying to polish it off and make it more uh, user friendly and add some more content into the app. So I was gonna let the app run by itself. It's a pretty basic app. Essentially, you can take a quiz, you can browse through your quizzes, and you can make quizzes. But I'm kind of kind of go over some of the stuff that I thought that I learned in the process. Uh, I found initially the first thing I did was I used there's some new libraries from Firebase called the Firebase UI library. This has a lot of built-in features for like the login, which ties into the Firebase authorization engine that's built into the Firebase, and I plugged it into my app, so I didn't have to rewrite that logic. Then I I use Firebase Recycler view that ties directly to the data, and so it automatically pulls the data, and it has so if any changes are made by some other phone, the data gets pulled into your phone, so you don't have to write all that logic. One useful tool that I've found was from Fabric.io. It's called Crashalytics, and this lets you see all the crashes that happen. Since I was using my phone, it was very convenient. The emulator was really slow, so I had to use my phone to do my development and debugging, and this was a nice way to get logs and dumps of any crashes that happen. It sends an email, and you can go back and review it. So that was one useful tool that I found. Another useful library was a swipe menu. If you go back in you could see that where you could swipe things, and you could delete them if you wanted to, but that was something that I used. I was trying to play with speech to text because I was trying to make this for my middle schooler, and they hate typing, so I was trying to see if I could add speech to text in the creation of the flashcards. I was able to use a library called API.ai. In this case, I'm actually using speech to text, so you'll see certain instances that it doesn't pick up the right words, but at least it's I wanted to say which is the best class ever, but for some reason it picked up coach. But another interesting thing was I used the speech library for AI as well as for speech to text. The good thing about the AI was it goes and creates the queries of what it thinks the data is about. For instance, if you look at some of the queries out here, you could see the query. In this case, it thought what the request type was, and it's a what is type of query. Let's go back here. Then I also used Parseler, which was another nice library which lets you parcel objects between activities. And I used gesture detection for double tags and flinging. Essentially, this is where you take the quiz. You can fling. You could fling left to say that you don't know it, and you can fling right to say you know it. When you fling left, it stores the value. It repeats the question again.